Hi everybody. I hope everybody is safe and well. I hope that you're navigating this really uncertain situation I know there's a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety out there. Hopefully you have a lot of different resources that are helping with those different emotions that are coming up. And I'm here to talk about one of the tools that I can offer, which is the biochemical piece. And what I do, I'm Chris, I'm an amino acid therapist, I'm a nutrition consultant, and my business is Nutrition for Recovery. And I look at the biochemical piece of addiction. I look at the biochemical piece of mood disorders, of eating disorders. Basically, that is what having your brain in balance. How can we balance the brain so that we don't have symptoms that cause us to want to self-medicate with our drug of choice, whether it's sugar, alcohol, drugs, or process addiction. When something is off biochemically in our neurotransmitter system, that can cause symptoms like anxiety, worry, panic, insomnia. So to make ourselves feel better, then we reach for, whatever substance that is. Now, if you didn't have those symptoms, the chances of you reaching for the substance are much, much lower. And the chances of you using another tool in your recovery, like calling a friend, going for a walk, art, meditation. So making sure that you have a balanced brain so that you can access all of those recovery tools that you know that you need to do. But sometimes if those cravings get the best of us, we're not able to do that. We're not able to do what's best for ourselves. So what I'm really talking about is how to not get in your own way, because we all have the best intentions of not relapsing. Now, in a situation like this where feelings are really exacerbated, it is a very stressful time, it is a very fearful time, it also could be a very boring time. I mean, all of those are symptoms why somebody might use drugs, alcohol, sugar, or behavior to feel better. So what is amino acid therapy? Amino acid therapy is using targeted amino acids, which are supplements like this. They are just little capsules. And amino acids are the building blocks of protein. So anything you eat that's protein has amino acids. And these are just in capsule form. So these are targeting where the protein that you eat is the full panel of amino acids. This is targeted specifically to different neurotransmitter systems. Excuse me for 1 second, I just got it. Okay. So what I have is a symptom chart, and I'll just give you an example. So serotonin is a neurotransmitter system. If somebody's low in serotonin, they will have under the dark cloud, depression, worry, anxiety, ruminating thoughts, sometimes irritability and rage, the sleep onset insomnia. And 2 amino acids that can help with those symptoms are tryptophan and 5-HTP. And they're a little bit different. Tryptophan is more sedating. 5-HTP can be a little more activating. Tryptophan you have to take in between meals. 5-HTP you can take with meals. Some people just react better to others. It's always a trial. Then for the amino acids to convert into neurotransmitters, you need to have vitamin B6, vitamin C, and folate particularly, but also other cofactors. So I always recommend a really good multivitamin. This is a good one, twice daily by Designs for Health. And I sell all of this in my online dispensary, but you can also get them in Whole Foods or vitamin stores or anything like that. Any grocery store even might have them. And then also an omega-3 fatty acid. So this Nordic Naturals Pro Omega is also really good. That's usually kind of the base. Those two, the multi and the fish oil, are the base. And then, so based on the symptoms you're experiencing, there's different amino acids that can help. Neurotransmitter systems can be depleted from the drug and alcohol use, also from stress. There can be a genetic predisposition to having depleted neurotransmitter systems, and it can kind of cycle throughout your life too. So it's a 100% natural way to balance your brain and look at the biochemical piece of your recovery. So another example would be Tyrosine, which is my favorite. I love Tyrosine. This is it drives dopamine, the spark of life. To me, it is sort of clears the fog. It's great for attention, for procrastination, for the slow, sluggish, blah type depression. And I'm not going to go through individually all the amino acids, but there are each amino acid will target a different one of those neurotransmitter systems. So my job is, it's like a puzzle, and I love what I do, is to go through the symptoms that my clients mark off 0 to 10. What are they experiencing? Stress, overwhelm, emotional pain, physical pain, and then the different craving types: craving for comfort, craving to numb out, craving carbohydrates specifically, craving towards the end of the day. There's all these different kinds of cravings. So then I can figure out what amino acids will help remove those cravings. So then when the cravings are gone, the biochemical piece will help immensely in recovery, because you won't even want it. You know, you hear those annoying people that are like, I don't even want it. You'll be one of those annoying people. And I know that because it's true, because I think I might be one of those annoying people now. But hopefully I'm a helpful, annoying person. Another thing that I forgot to mention was the hypoglycemic piece, and that's so important to keep blood sugar stable, and I've been writing about that on the Facebook page. So keeping blood sugar stable will help prevent this reactive hypoglycemia, where when your blood sugar falls too low, if you're not eating protein every 3 to 4 hours, especially in early recovery, then your blood sugar can drop so far that you'll get an adrenaline rush, and then that's that shakiness. And your brain literally goes offline. It goes from front brain, which is logic, thinking brain, no, I shouldn't do that, no, I shouldn't eat that, no, I shouldn't drink that, to reptilian brain, which is I want what I want when I want it now. And it's not your fault. It's not about willpower. That is a very real scientific chemical reaction that happens. So you don't want to put yourself in a position where you've lost access to your logical thoughts of what you should do next. And the way you can defeat that is by eating protein every 3 to 4 hours. And then also there's an amino acid called glutamine. And glutamine you use between meals, because this amino acid would compete with the protein amino acids. This is going to level out your blood sugar. This one everybody can take. It's also really good for gut inflammation. The other amino acids, I just feel very hesitant to kind of blanket recommend anything, to be honest, because there's so many other factors that could go into it. And I don't want people to get frustrated if they try it and it doesn't work. Because I literally was in school for almost 2 years for this. So it's more complicated. I mean, I want to say it's not complicated, but some people symptoms resolve right away. And one of you might be, I've worked with a lot of you, so maybe you're nodding your head. Other people, it takes a while, and a lot of times there's something else going on. So if the amino acids aren't working, there's potentially something else going on. One thing I can think of would be that you're not manufacturing serotonin, and there's 2 conditions that can lead to that. Because if you're not manufacturing serotonin, if you can't manufacture serotonin, then taking tryptophan and 5-HTP aren't going to help you until you correct the reason why you're not manufacturing your serotonin. So I really feel like I would love to work with every single person and help them figure out which neurotransmitter systems are deficient. How can we fill those back up, the cups back up? I think of each system as a cup. And if it's, half full, these targeted amino acids bring the cup up to level. It's filled. And actually, I tell people, your body will tell you, how long do I take them? Well, your body will tell you when you're done, because you actually will maybe even get the reverse effect. You'll get the symptoms that you were trying to have go away. And when that happens, you're done, So some people stay on them for a year, sometimes 6 months. You can then do just a maintenance program. I personally just take my Tyrosine when I feel I need it. And then if it's over, I'll take it in the morning, and then I take it as I need it, I guess is what I should say. So I take it first thing in the morning. It can also really help people get off coffee too. If you're using coffee a lot, Tyrosine is great. GABA is really good for calming down. DPA is the amino acid for the highly sensitive person. But again, there are precautions for all of these. So please, I'm not a doctor. I don't diagnose, cure, or treat any disease. I would absolutely love to work with you. And I'm working on, I wish I could figure out a way to do this as a group program. And I am thinking on it. But for now, if you want any more information at all, I do work one-on-one with people. We chart it weekly, symptom charts, weekly trialing of different amino acids, and finding where your symptoms starting to go down. So maybe you had a 10 for worry, anxiety, and then you start taking tryptophan, and then next week it's a 7, and then the next week it's a 3. My goal is to get all your symptoms to 0. It is absolutely doable. So those packages are on my website, www.nutritionforrecovery.com. The 4 is a number 4. So you can poke around on there. There's just the basic amino acid package, and that's just going through. It's the intake, which is an hour, and then 3 half hours of adjustments and trialing, and it might just change your life. Okay, that's it for now. I hope you guys are doing well. I'd love to hear from you. Just comment on my Facebook page. I'm right there. Lots of time. All right, bye.